Hello, everybody. Welcome back, and welcome to the new subscribers. And thank you, guys, if you share, you care, you nice, know what I'm talking about for it. But talking about the energies changing, shifting, you're gonna find a very beautiful day tomorrow. But around 7 o'clock, you're gonna make talking about 7 o'clock in the afternoon. You're gonna be fed up, fed up with the duality, fed up with doubts, fed up with everything. You want to have something stable. You're gonna feel this energy of you want to move something, and it's required cardinal changes. That is gonna be coming in because the moon is gonna be entering Capricorn. And let me tell you, Capricorn does not like uh, fake promises. They don't like fake situations. They don't. They want everything to be order. They're the public servants, but they're also the nightmare. Don't forget about it. The Capricorns are also the one of the zodiac signs that when they decide to turn to the dark side, they turn to the dark side. In there, so pay attention to what you have within. But this energy is gonna come and it triggers you throughout the day and look at more yourself. Okay, look at more yourself. Don't blame the energies. The energies has nothing to do if you don't react on it, and you can also feel it. But understanding those energies, of course, in the morning, that energy is about the moon, and the duality is going to be the first thing in your mind. It's like, oh my God, what the heck is going on? Why I have these doubts? Why I'm so separate? I need to end this. This has to end. This has to end. But where is it ends? From other people, from other, or it's ending with you. And when you find out that it has to ending with you, then when the moon goes into your Capricorn, you're gonna be doing it that. The cardinal change on Earth is performance of the things that you are going to do it. And without further ado, here is your chart, guys, for those who knows about what is cooking, what's coming. So, what is it going on at 7 o'clock? As you see it in your chart, right in here, it's when the moon is gonna be up in there with midheaven. That's gonna be the inner work. But that inner work is about here. Okay, we're talking about duality with duality. We're talking about Sag and Pisces square. And the Sagittarius problem is that they're always looking at in the back by going forward, and they carry this past with them. And they're shooting at the past by blaming on the past. Also, the Sag is this part of energies within yourself of creating an art and expressions. This moving, this writing, this sculpturing, the painting is all here. This is how you renovate yourself. This is the Renaissance. And by doing it, those intense energies, particularly we're talking about with Neptune and the ascendant, that's going to be right in here. For you're going to see that the midheaven and the moon, they have these purposes that says like you need to renovate yourself, prepare yourself, but it's going to be require some actions. Okay, it's going to be requiring actions. The moon is going to be at 22 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning. The rest of the energies, it's pretty much haven't been changed that much. There's still pressures here from Uranus and Jupiter towards Venus and Mars. That gap right there, right now, it's widening between Mars and Venus. Venus is beginning to move forward, while Mars is still slowing moves forward. Okay, he is like, I need to catch up. I need to go. I need to make sure the actions are right. Why? The moon is helping here with the intuitions that goes into the North Node, and Mars and Venus right now, they're focused here. Yeah, so they are focusing there by understanding no more duality, but have one consciousness in there. And the intuitions right now, it's going to be working with you. Pay attention to that intuitions, guys. That's going to be helping you. All right, talking about 8 o'clock, you see it in your chart. Too many energies. What you going to choose? Well, choices are yours. But the moon is going to be here at that mid-heaven tomorrow. It's giving you a preview of what you need to work on it. And what you need to work on it, it is about Uranus with Lilith and looking at that growth that you need to be focused on there. But when you see that focus of growth before, what do? You take that growth, you put it on writing as they go, you put it on a something, put it as an expression. You can even talk about this and so on. But you know it because that is the energy going forward. You to go forward for with these energies. So later on, at talking about at 9 o'clock in the morning, the energy is going to be a little bit more better, more synchronized for, of course, this energy from Lilith, that pointing arrow towards shooting. Currently, we have 4 planets in Pisces. This is why the mind right now, it's kind of like all over the place and within duality. But you're going to be seeing your limitations. You're going to be seeing at the lack of improvement of actions. You're going to see that something with the communications, you're like, I'm not sure. And also the lack of visions to go forward. But that is coming also with the moon, because it's squaring all this, and it squares in Lilith. It's still that shadow work is critically important. But as long as you see it and you're working on it, you're going to get help. You're going to be having a help how to do it. And who is involved? Everyone is involved. Okay. There is nothing that is in there. Ascendant is working with the midheaven and Pluto. Otherwise, he is neutral. At this time, he is active. And you look at it, those energies with Neptune, who was, but since the moon is here, it's triggering all this energies, and the ascendant is helping you to see it. There is a good things coming out on the horizon, but you want it now. You can want them now. You have to create something to let it come to you. This is your part of creations within yourself. Of course, in the next hour, that duality is going to be changed. It's going to be charge within the ascendant goes into the Gemini and even triggers all this duality. I mean, of course, you have all these visions, you have communications and messages, and you read one thing, you understand totally different what it's mean. And you're like, oh my God, what is this? You can have a lot of misunderstanding of texting. So please talk and resolve things. But if you're reading a text and you mispresented what it says in there, you may make a huge mistakes right now. So look at within yourself. These energies, they're going to be overall, they're going to be intense. Okay, they are going to be intense. But in the meantime, what you need to do is you need to focus is dig inside within yourself. The intuition is going to be telling you, look at it, that feminine energies, because the moon and Venus, they are in a very, very beautiful, beautiful energies. See what you have in the 20th degrees Cancer. There's going to be a divine energies from the moon towards Cancer, and at the same time from Venus towards Cancer. What do you have in there? Maybe your ascendant, maybe you have something planet is in there. That's going to help you to see what is your expression is going to be. Okay. All right. Talking about 11 o'clock energies, the midheaven, it's passing through Mars and Venus, pointing out these things with the universe. You feel like, my God, the Uranus doesn't do anything for me. No, Uranus does everything for you. You want to make sure you're okay to get and receive what you're supposed to get, because otherwise the things are not going to be good. Okay. This is like you're getting this expensive toy and you don't know what to do with it. And the first thing what you do is you throw it on the ground. You just don't know what it is. And then it's like, oh, I don't have nothing to play with. But talking about with this, you're going to be seeing this energy of the ascendant that is going to be at Cancer, divine energies towards Pluto. Um, these energies right there is Cancer divine purpose. You're going to find that divine purpose. You might not know it yet, but you are going to find it. There's going to be a glimpse for it. All right, so here is it energies in there that is going to be changed. This is going to be where the midheaven is going to be between Saturn and the Sun. Usually around 12 o'clock, the midheaven points the highest point of the Sun. That's what it's based out of it. This is why you see it, the midheaven with the Sun. Okay, your authority during the midday is the highest point. Okay, and look at that energy is very beautiful with the ascendant that is at Cancer, and it is very beautiful with Jupiter. But you have challenges with the moon. Maybe the intuition doesn't approve your action, and you wonder what's going on. Maybe you don't listen to your intuition. Also, you look at it inside of the shadow of the intuition is like, what is this? I can't feel it. I can't understand it. Missing like a guidance, missing like a there is this, missing that, and so on and so on. You focus with the growth, going towards the goal is there. And in the going towards the goal, you're going to be achieving and seeing what it is, this limits in there. But what the limits are, they're here in Saturn. But if you don't do anything, you're not going to face limits. If you don't have a goal, you're not gonna get this job done. So it's require a goal to find what your limits are. All right, so talking about the next hour, this is what I was talking about, this degree of ascendant of a Cancer, as you see the divine energies between the moon in there. Let me see if I can just like get you to that divine energies. So there you go. I was talking about these degrees here of Cancer from Aquarius and Sag. So if you have something rising up in here within you, if you have something in that area, look at it. What is that area? It's connecting with the family. That could be a benefit towards you, towards your future family, towards the family that you have been, or it could be also a healing divine energies in there with it, because those are the two primary feminine energies. The moon represents the mother, Venus represents the daughter, and the next generations is in there with them. So that's about that. And let me adjust my chart. There we go. And we're talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 2 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be a Leo challenging Pluto, but Pluto is basically, you challenge me, challenge me. I got to do my evolutions here. What can you challenge me with it? Can't. And looking at all of these energies, they are going to be more calmed down. You're still going to have the pressures are coming there. There is no more this squaring with Lilith between the moon because the moon moves forward, thank God. Otherwise, that shadow side of the intuition is going to be like, finally, I got it. I need to stay away from certain things. Old patterns, old situations, old things that I have within myself. And talking about the next hour, though, the ascendant goes into the mid Leo. That's going to be opposing directly Mars, and is going to be opposing Venus. But it's count as divine energies with their authority. How you going to be react within yourself is your relationship with the universe. And I said that before. You can find the universe as much as you want. You can fight the evolution process that it's coming in the whole universe and there. Won't. You won't win in there. Sooner or later, you have to face it, what you need to face in there. And if by focus on the evolutions, you walk in the path of the evolutions, you heal the past, and you're moving towards the future with actions in the present, though, with actions in the present. And that actions of the present, it's that midheaven right in here, which is the 0 degrees of Taurus, right on the cusp towards the moon. You're understanding something has to be grown within the material world. It's the same way the 2-year-old understand the material world around. In there is the same thing inside of it. When the 14-year-old understand they need to do something to learn something so they can have a profession to make money. That's when usually you're really realizing this, that in a life you need to do something to get something. And that work is gonna comes in very powerful within that hour. All right, talking about the next hour, which is gonna be at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Midheaven is between Jupiter and Uranus. That energy is focused within Lilith, but at the same time, that pressure is in there between Mars and Venus. What is that shadow? There is something in the shadow. There is something that it needs to be done. More that shadow is going to be felt by the masculine energies within your understanding about masculine energies. Maybe you have a wrong idea about the masculine energies, and then you're performing on that base, and all of a sudden, oops, what's going on? Maybe you're the masculine energies that acting on the base of what you think is the right thing, but it's oops, it's wrong. You catch yourself in there. That's what this energy is about. The feminine energies, Venus is moving ahead. In there, she's not more anymore under these energies of Lilith. Within the looking at in the shadow, and I say the Lilith is bad, saying that it is represents your shadow that you need to heal. With in these moments, you may have rough time, but you need to understand. Passing through your limits, it is the way you evolve. All right, talking about the next hour, speaking of this Virgo's energies, it's going to begin to create this intensity inside of it. It's going to create that. You're going to see that the things that you need to work in the next hour, which is that's going to be at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, because it's 5, you see that something is coming towards. Okay, you're familiar with that energy, but here what I'm talking about is that midheaven goes at 0 degrees of Gemini. It sends you this divine energies towards the moon. You begin to understand something within the duality is not right. Love and logic, they don't coexist together. Love has no logic, but you have to put your logic to succeed in the material life. You have to put things so when there is a wound out of the love, to use your logic, which is a psychology, biology, it's logic, healing. All right. So talking about with this, you're gonna get the first glimpses that there's something within the duality that has to be stopped with that. And of course, in the next hour, which is that's going to be at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, that energy is coming. You see it. You see what you've been working on it. You're probably tired of this buzzing energy of the shadow within yourself. You're tired of this underneath energies, and you're like, I don't know what is going on, but something going on in there. Do I have a magic? Do I have something? Somebody did something to me? It's your shadow. Nobody did nothing to you. It's things that within a shadow that you're lurking with in your mind. That's what they are. Your own demons. Okay, go take them out for a coffee. Understand them what they need. Have a sip of coffee, and it's like, okay, you know what? Let me figure out what you guys' your problem is, and see how we're gonna be working together. All right. Don't join them. I know some of you laugh, but talking about this hour. This is going to be at 7 o'clock in the afternoon. I spoke about this hour just earlier at the beginning of the report. You see the chart on the front of you. This is like you're in this cross. You put yourself in there. You see that what is it within this things that they doubting within your mind, things that you feel like what road should I take, what decision should I make. You have these four different options. You don't know which one to choose. You're in the middle of that crossroad, and now you have four different ways to take. Go back, go left, go right, or go forward. Which one are you going to take? And as is yet, pretty much none of those they have positive aspect, right? Why? You need to understand your transformations, which is the ascendant sending you to Pluto. You need to change your point of view and within yourself. You maybe end going to a certain place, but then if you go left, you make a choice. You choose one side. That could be a good side. You choose left. You're choosing the bad side. If you go back, you're not going to be able to go anywhere because you know what is in the back. Can you go back in your past? No, you can't. Only options you have goes forward. But in order you to go forward, what do you need to do? Here's that energy of the intuitions that tells you create some actions, which is that going to be Mars. And Mars right now, it is in that beautiful energies with the North Node, but here is that beautiful energies with the South Node. Those energies begin to talk to you. It's not the good and the bad and the past. All you have to do is going forward. And of course, in the next hour, the energies are moving, things are happening. You making the balance. You understanding what you need to do. You understand what is going on. That beautiful ascendant of Libra works together with Jupiter. That beautiful energy works with the Sun. You're authorizing. You are focused within this. You are tired of this duality because right now the Moon is pretty much exiting Sag, and it's squaring Neptune, which is this is a duality, duality, duality. The midheaven, which is in Cancer, it's supporting all this. It's like it's all about the family within. I need to look, whatever your family is, you creating family, or you have family issues, or you have this looking in the past of the past family. It's all about the family. You see this because that triggers all this. Now we're talking about the next hour. This is still this divine energies right now. That's going to be between Mercury and Uranus. You know, a lot of divine energies, guys. Balance in there. Balance within the force, right? No left, no right, no past. Just going forward. You see those energies. That's the way it is. That's the progress in there. And currently, that the midheaven is working within the family, which is the moon is gonna shooting these divine energies from the bottom. You're gonna be able to see what you have to see. Okay, maybe family patterns, maybe the old culture values about family, whatever that might be. It's gonna comes out. It's gonna come towards you. But this beautiful divine energy from Uranus and Mercury, that is going to be the time that you are going to see uh, the message of all these debacles. You are going to receive it. There was this video I posted on a Facebook about somebody's reading his soul contract, and it says like, "Hey, why?" Oh, that's fine. You're going to know that's why. You're going to find out that's why for it. And here is that we're talking about 10 o'clock. The moon is already moved to Capricorn. And It's about ready for actions. You want to feel this like I'm ready. Tomorrow I'll get up. I'm gonna be doing things and so on and so on. And that energy of the moon is gonna begin when it moves tomorrow. You're going to see it. She is gonna be helping a lot. Okay, but it's very important for you before you go to bed. What are you telling yourself? Either you tell yourself, I don't see what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm going to do and I'm gonna figure it out tomorrow. But tomorrow you're repeating the same thing. I don't see and I don't know, and you're doing nothing. But if you decide that you want to make an actions, you're gonna see it tomorrow. What that will be, as long as you make firm decisions. Tomorrow I am going to do something. And what is this something is gonna be though? What are that positions is going to be? If you stay until 11 o'clock, that's going to be something that you're going to seek, like too much controlling, too much wanting, too much needing, and so on and so on. I need to take a different divine road. That's what this energy of 11 o'clock is. But also this material needs that it's focusing there. Because you might doing certain things, but ultimately your secret goal there is something in the material world with others. Because that Scorpio is controlling the money of others, while Taurus is I'm controlling my own self. But saying it's this oppositions, that is it like you cannot do that. It's not yours. All you have to do is finding the way of to cooperate. And that cooperation is where? Within you. You decide to cooperate. I'm giving you a little bit of 1 hour that's going to be actually at midnight work. As you see it, that energy of the shadow is gonna comes in to some of you. Your shadow is gonna comes in and talk to you, and it's like you can't serve two masters, but you can master yourself and become one. Now that's gonna be a challenge for some of you, but it is what it is. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow.